You can be a black person and the best creator and the best creative of the world to the people who see you like that, and I'm one of them. I really impressed by all his work, and still tell the truth about some actions. Like, you can still be a shitty husband. You can still be an abusing ex-husband. And I don't know why, when you say that, the fans have an epidermic reaction instead of telling you, yeah, on here, I don't follow. Even the dire feminists, the black women who like, yeah, respect women, because it's Kim Kardashian, people forget all their morals because they hate her, because whatever, because they think she's a culture vulture, because whatever, or you stole that black man, whatever is your opinion. And to me, I'm gonna read you some stuff, and I'm gonna ask you a question. Let's read those Instagram posts, right? And remove the fact that we are talking about Kim and Kanye. If it was completely somebody else, maybe another celebrity talking about his girl, right? Or his ex-wife, the person who he had 4 children with. Listen, I had a kid with the mother of my first son. We have a kid together. And when we separated, for years, I'm telling you, for years, maybe, I don't know, 5 years maybe, I didn't date or even have a wine night, nothing with anybody in Belgium, just out of respect for her. All these chicks that are, all these girls that I can have, I didn't do nothing with nobody in Brussels the first 5 years after the separation, just out of respect for her. 3-4 years out of respect. I was like, just because this is the way I want to conduct myself. And nowhere you've seen me talking bad about her, because she's the mother of my son. And one day, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 19 years ago, I was saying to myself, listen, one day my son will be on the internet and he will be of age to go read or look, whatever, and go find what I do say about his mom. And maybe it would hurt him. So our separation was done between us, and soon as we were separated, we had our kid best interest way over everything else. And today, me and her, we have amazing conversation. We have dinner with my wife. And she has a husband now. We are like brother and sister. And we have conversation not only about our kid, we also have conversations about business, about this, about that, about life, about the people we know. I still consider her parents like my parents, and that's just because I was raised this way. But as somebody who has a public voice that can create destruction in a bigger scale because of celebrity, I am super careful of what I say about her. I don't have nothing to say, but If I had, I would keep it to my circles. Now, do you believe that if I was posting this, Kim has diarrhea a lot, like way more than a normal person should have it? Do you believe what you would say about me? Would you say, oh, it's funny, da 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 da? Just because you don't like, listen, at a point, do you think that don't let Chris make you do Playboy like she made Kylie and Kim do? Hollywood is a giant brother. Pornography destroyed my family. I deal with the addiction. Instagram promoted. I'm not gonna let it happen to Northie and Chicago. Like, do you really believe that? Like, first of all, when you met your wife, you were friends with her forever. Back in the days of Amber Rose, and you knew about the sex tape, you knew about the porn. Like, listen, you probably saw them 1,000 times before meeting her, and you decided to wife her and to have 4 children with her and to elevate her to something. Why? Because she was your muse. Why? Because you wanted to control her and mold her into what you wanted, have kids with her, become the power couple. And now that she's not following anymore, she's just tired of all your antics, and you lose her, you're gonna post those stuff, you're gonna post that and talk about her this way? Like, what about your kids? What about what your kids will see in 10 years? And listen, they're young enough, but kids now, 10 years old, 12-year-old, they're already on the internet. They go to school, people are talking about it. Like, you are creating mental issues for your children. You are creating mental issues for your children. Whatever you feel, valid, not valid, is it for public consumption? And what is crazy to me, look at this. Stop posting a private message on Instagram. Please stop posting a private text message on Instagram. Bitch, I know you're testing this from the toilet. This is co-parenting. Yo. Is this normal? Like, are we supposed to find this entertaining? And then you're gonna use the black card? Like, oh, I want my kids to go to Danda school and not to whatever school. And then you're promoting a school in a bad way. And then you start asking all the black people that to come save you now that it's over with the off-white person. And Kanye West is not shocking me, because Kanye is Kanye. Kanye's always been Kanye. No filter, saying everything he wants to say without thinking, and just, yeah, everything goes. The problem is not him. The problem is watching all the comments. To me, watching all the comments on Twitter and how people are, we see the arguments of people, and you just don't want to be part of the conversation, because you see how people decided that they will protect Kanye at all cost from the industry, from the Kardashians, from this, from that. And now take all this, right? If right now I'm having a separation with my wife, and I go on Instagram and I post all that, and I'm 100,000 times less famous than Kanye West. The second I start posting those stuff, everybody will call me a misogynist, a horrible ex-husband. Everybody will say this is mental abuse. This is abuse. This is just abuse. How can you talk about this to the mother of your children? Blah 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 blah. Think about your daughter. One day she will read all that stuff. That's what all of you will say. Because I'm not Kanye. If all these people, you would see how they would run to try to cancel everybody else. But when it's Kanye, all these people, they have all the excuses of the world. You should read what I read in Twitter this morning. Like the defense people have about him. Clearly, I know that he's going through a manic episode. I understand he's bipolar. I understand that when people are bipolar, they just go. But personally, like, and whenever somebody says, whenever somebody criticizes the situation, people attack them. What up, Alma? People attack them like crazy. Like, and I don't understand, where are the people to say, like, it's been every 3 months, this guy goes on Instagram and he abuses a woman that he's been with for 10 years, that he has kids with. And all these abuse, well, you don't care about it, black people, because it's Kim Kardashian and she steals our culture, she steals our body, she steals our men. So she's not a woman. She doesn't have feeling. He doesn't like she's not a human being, and she can be treated like a dog by her ex-husband, and all of you think it's normal. Listen, I'm a beat maker. I'm a creator. I'm a creative. I'm a visionary. Maybe one day Kanye will come out of nowhere and say, hey, I heard One Love, or I heard Question My Heart, or I heard something going on. I want to work with you. And where can we, could we talk? Can you fly to Los Angeles and meet me and think about the things we could do together artistically, NFT, music, whatever. Listen, I saw Club Shot. I love you. Man, you're I love your art. I would love to connect and work with you. You know the first thing that I would tell him? I would tell him, bro, listen, before we work together, I need you to go check my show and listen and check everything I said about you. All the times that the legend that you are pissed me off. Not pissed me off. Annoyed me with the things you think you can do and you wrong. I want it to be clear. We can work together. You're an amazing artist. We can do amazing art. You can make me a millionaire by working with you. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna work with you. I'm a businessman. But first, I want to make it clear that I disagree with this. When you said this, I understood. When you said this, I understood. But when you did this, when you said that, I have no respect for that. I just want it to be clear, because that's how I am when I meet people. You can ask people who know me. I've said to the face of some people, I don't trust you. I don't have a problem telling people when I don't feel them. And I understand there's a mental health element to this, but that's not an excuse to have people celebrating it just because you hate that woman. What if it was your sister? What if it was you? And your ex was super famous, had billions of fans, and would just say, yeah, well, she takes a lot of shit. She shits a lot. She has a lot of diarrhea. It's not normal. Yeah, she's yo. And then removes everything from Instagram because maybe his team is like, oh, damage control. But it's Kanye West. Whatever he says just gets everywhere. It stays on the net. There was a nice tweet that I liked. A woman said, the Kanye West situation sickens me to my stomach. Every 3 months he goes on Instagram and publicly abuses the woman that he has literally begged to be with every 3 months. And I see hundreds of men come to his defense. Very telling of how disposable also it's our society view women. And I agree with that person. Let me put it like, at a point, like, how do you think it's normal? Like, and somebody replied to her, if he's sick, does it mean he doesn't worry and should not worry or care about his kids? You can care about your kids. You don't need to be disrespectful this way. Like, somebody said, Kanye is the GOAT, no cap, pure genius. Somebody says, relax, that's just publicity for Kim's show. Somebody replied to her, you invested, eh? Somebody said, don't defend Kim. You probably feel worse for Kim than she does for herself. You got to keep in mind how good dreams it is for her marketing strategy. Or drama is, how good drama is to her marketing strategy. I mean, I don't listen. I don't understand people. Personally, I don't understand people. I have a mom. And if my dad, who's a powerful person, my dad is a powerful politician in Congo. His voice, when my father talks, people listen. If my dad uses his social media or goes on TV to talk trash about my mom, I would feel a certain way. I would be pissed off to no extent. And I would come here and use my platform to trash him back, even if my operating system prevents me from saying anything bad about my dad. And it's just like, I have my respect thing is, I would have to hack myself to be like, who the fuck you think you are? But just even saying that, I feel like it's burning. But this would just trigger me to a certain way, to just see my dad talking a certain way because they would have separated. And all these people, they think it's normal just because it's Kim Kardashian, it's Kanye, celebrities. Like, all right, listen, I mean, at a point, like, celebrities are celebrities, but it doesn't mean that accountability is only for the celebrities that you don't like or the ones you like, or for certain subjects, and not for certain, or depending on who's the women is attacking. If it was not attacking, listen, if all these texts were not for Kim Kardashian, but for Serena Williams, or I don't know, for Caesar, or for Beyonce. If Kanye said all this about Beyonce, or about Kelly Rowland, there would be an uproar about feminism, about the way to talk to women, how you can do this, about mental abuse, about this, about that, about somebody has to do something, etc. And here, all these people are here defending the guy. And I'm like, wow. That's not an excuse. Mental health is not an excuse. Like not taking your meds and going crazy whenever something triggers you. I understand. Like listen, I've been with women with mental health issue. Not at that level, but bipolar women, I've been with some. And yeah, it's hard to navigate. It's really hard. It's heartbreaking. And especially when you love them and you understand that they're not in their right mental state. The things that they say, you have to take it with a grain of salt, whatever. But at a point, if everybody keeps giving excuses to people for a certain behavior, they don't see why they would change. They don't see what they should control themselves. They don't see what they should stop taking their pills, or maybe stop abusing whatever substance they're abusing and tweeting in the middle of the night or at 7 a.m. or whatever the time they tweet to say stuff about you. And this is something that I'm sorry, like accountability is for everybody. And a lot of these people, they believe that because your name is Kanye West, you can just go back and forth with subjects. And because people have a very, very short attention span and they just forget whatever you said 6 months ago or 3 months ago. Whenever you feel good, it's all good. But the things that you are destroying slowly, you can't take them back. The things you say or the things you do in life, you can't take them back. Like the karma you're putting out there, that energy you put out there, you can't take it back. I got people who talk to me a certain way, who treated me a certain way after I gave them my time, my energy, my talent, and they will never take it back. Some of them I talk to today, but I'm never going to stop feeding away. I'm never going to stop not thinking in the corner of my head, you did that, or you talked a certain way, or you were part of something against me. I will never forget, even if I'm there chilling with you. Whenever I'm going to think about, hey, I want to do something, I want to do a master plan, and I need some generals here and there, I will not think about you. Because in the back of my head, I was like, when those people are in power, this is what they do. Listen, I got people that I didn't talk to for years because of what they did. And then now I talk to them because, hey, we grow, people make mistakes, etc. But when they come to me like, yo, can we work together? Hey, I need a song. I'm like, I don't want to be exploited by you again. Because the things they said, the things they did, the pieces of my heart that they broke, they're not taking that back. Sorry is a way to help us move on. It doesn't mean that what is broken is fixable. Now think of you as a woman. And if your ex had a YouTube channel, a Twitter, a podcast, a radio show, whatever type of amplifier, or just 1,000 followers on Instagram, and he would just post whatever text you send him and just trash you like that in front of the world when you have children with that person, how would you feel? And if you were a man, imagine if your ex did that about you and she was famous. Or imagine if, your sister had or your best friend had an ex that was talking this way about her just because he's pissed or whatever, or he doesn't want her to have a new boyfriend, whatever it is, after he begged to be with her, after he married her, after he made kids with her. Imagine if it was you. Would you accept that people, instead of defending you like what they would have defended everybody, they would be silenced because you have money, you Kim Kardashian, whatever, like it's promo for you. Like everybody would dismiss the pain. And listen, I'm not there. I don't know how she feels. So she could not care. She could be like, ooh, promo. Maybe she doesn't care. Four kids. Like you do this to, listen, I'm a Bantu. The mothers, the two mothers of my two children are, after my mother, the two most important women in my life. That's the way I was raised, and that's the way I see it. To me, they are the people who are raising my children, who are making them the humans that they're gonna be, who are teaching them the values, who just brought them to the world. So these people have to be respected and protected at all costs for me. Whenever the mother of my kid had any problem with the people that she was after me, she would call my mom to cry, or she would call me. I'm in Paris, can I come to your house? This happened, like, and I would be sure. And I would make her some tea and let her sleep in my bed, and I would sleep in the couch. She's the mother of my kid. Like, I don't understand how, to all these people who are thinking that this behavior is normal, they think it's normal to treat the mother of your children this way. Or to display, listen, I know some baby moms are crazy. Listen, some people are undefendable, but in that particular situation, I'm sorry, at a point, bipolar, I told this to one of my ex, bipolar is a great excuse to come and say whatever you want about somebody, and then pretend that I was in the zone, whatever. Accountability at a point, and I said, I'm done. I'm checking out. You don't want her to check out. Like, listen, I'm gonna rant and circle around. Let me know what you think in the comment. Put me some unicorns in the chat if you enjoy the conversation. I really believe that at a point we have to call abuse when we see it. Personally, I see it as abuse. You see it how you want. This is my opinion. This is just the way it makes me feel when I see it. Some of those things I was like, actually, it made me laugh in the beginning. Some of them, I don't know what he said, but in the beginning I was laughing. But then I started seeing everything. I was like, yo, that's abuse. That's what you call abuse. That's mental abuse.